Welcome back, RF Coins, your ultimate destination for rare coin discoveries, mind-blowing coin values, and untold history buried in your pocket change. Today, we're unlocking the secrets of a small yet powerful copper-plated treasure, the 1990 D. Lincoln penny. Yes, that little cent you might have tossed aside without thinking twice could be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars today. You won't believe what makes this penny so valuable in the collector's world. So sit back, grab your coin jars, and listen closely. You might be sitting on a gold mine without even knowing it. Let's go back to the year 1990. America was entering a new decade. The Cold War was ending. Technology was rapidly advancing. And in the world of U.S. coinage, the Lincoln Memorial Cent was still going strong, a classic design introduced back in 1959 by Frank Gasparo, replacing the wheat cent reverse. But something special happened in 1990. At the Denver Mint, a series of pennies rolled off the press, marked with a small D mint mark under the year, as usual. But collectors began noticing strange variations, minor minting errors, and small details that made some of these pennies stand out in a very big way. Over time, the 1990 D. Lincoln penny became one of the most talked about coins among numismatists, not just for its errors but for its potential high value and rising demand in today's market. Let's talk about the technicals. The 1990 D. Lincoln penny is made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, with a thin copper plating, a standard. Introduced in 1982 to cut costs. It weighs about 2.5 grams, has a diameter of 19 millimeters, and features the familiar bust of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, the longest-serving portrait in U.S. coin history. The reverse displays the Lincoln Memorial, a tribute to national unity, authority, and American history. But here's where it gets juicy. Some 1990 D. Lincoln pennies were found with center strikes, die cracks, double dies, and even no mint mark, which is extremely rare for a Denver coin. These rare varieties are what drive the value sky high. Imagine holding a 1990 D penny with a dramatic center strike or a visible doubling in the lettering or Lincoln's eye. These small imperfections are jackpots in the collector's market, sought after by coin hunters, investors, and dealers worldwide. Even coins with strong, perfect strikes, full rims, and no visible wear, what we call mint state condition, can fetch a lot of money today. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. So how much is a 1990 D. Lincoln penny worth right now in the market? As of today, depending on condition, rarity, and error type, the 1990 D. Lincoln penny can fetch anywhere from a few dollars to over $998.071 in some rare cases. Yes, nearly $1,000 for a single penny. Here's a breakdown. A regular 1990 D. Lincoln penny in circulated condition is generally worth face value, but in uncirculated mint state condition, MS65 or higher, these can easily sell for $10 to $1.75. If it has a mint error, like double die, die clash, or off-center strike, its value can shoot up to $200, $500, or even $900 plus, and those in pristine red gem condition, graded professionally, with unique visual characteristics. These are what command top dollar in auctions and private sales. Just recently, some 1990 D pennies have been sold on online platforms like eBay and heritage auctions for prices upwards of $998, depending on demand and error type. That's why it pays to check your change. So, how do you know if your 1990 D penny is valuable? Here's a quick checklist. Look for the D mint mark under the date. Examine the coin closely under a magnifying glass for any doubling, misalignment, or cracks. Check for luster. Coins with a shiny red surface usually indicate uncirculated status. If it looks perfect or has a strange error, get it graded by PCGS or NGC. 2 Top coin grading services. Research similar listings online to compare conditions and values. You might be surprised at how many of these coins are hiding in plain sight, in piggy banks, junk drawers, or old family coin collections. Here's the truth: pennies may be small in size, but they carry huge historical weight and collector value. The 1990 D. Lincoln penny is not just a coin, it's a story, a moment in minting history, and for some lucky people, a serious payday. Before you toss that copper-colored cent into a donation jar or coin counter, take a good look. Your next big find might be sitting right there in your hand. So, keep hunting, keep collecting, and never underestimate the power of a penny. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the fascinating world of the 1990 Lincoln penny, smash that like button, share this video with your fellow collectors, and don't forget to subscribe to RF Coins for more amazing videos on rare coins, hidden treasures, and numismatic secrets. Drop a comment below and tell us, do you have a 1990 penny in your collection? Have you ever found one with a rare error? We're building a powerful coin hunting community here at RF Coins, and we want you to be part of it. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting, and may your next penny be priceless. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most overlooked coins in your pocket, the 1996 Lincoln penny. That's right, that small copper coin with Abraham Lincoln's face might just be worth a fortune. Some of these have been sold for hundreds, even thousands of dollars at auctions, but what makes the 1996 penny so special? Why are collectors rushing to grab them? Could you be holding a rare gem without even knowing it? Let's get started. The 1996 Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, marked with the small d just below the date. In that year, the U.S. Mint produced over 6.5 billion of these coins, which may make you think they're common, and you'd be right, but only to an extent. While most of these coins were struck in large numbers for circulation, only a small number stand out due to unique conditions, striking errors, off-center strikes, double dies, brilliant uncirculated condition, and most importantly, mint state-graded pieces like MS66, MS67, or higher. These are the coins that take a regular 1-cent piece and skyrocket its value, sometimes up to $998.071 or even more in collector circles. Let's take a look at what makes a valuable 1996 penny different from a regular one. On the obverse side, the profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, remains iconic. Sharpness in Lincoln's jaw, hair, and coat is key. Look closely at the lettering. Is there any doubling? That could mean a valuable error. On the reverse, the image of the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, you should be able to spot the tiny statue of Lincoln between the pillars. If it's a well-struck coin, pay attention to lettering, spacing, and doubling. Strike quality, surface luster, absence of scratches or wear. If your 1996 penny has clean, sharp features with no signs of circulation, you might be looking at a high-grade mint state coin, and that's where the real money is. RF Coins always reminds you, errors are a collector's dream. Let's go over some of the most valuable known error types in 1996 pennies. Double die obverse, especially in the date and Liberty. These can easily bring in hundreds of dollars. Center strike, if the coin isn't perfectly centered, depending on how off it is, values can reach $200 to $1,000. Clipped planchet errors, a small crescent missing from the edge. That's an error, and it's desirable. Die cracks and cuds, these are small raised lines or blobs caused by broken dies. Some collectors love these rare variations. Transitional or wrong planchet errors, extremely rare, but if a penny was mistakenly struck on a dime or foreign coin blank, you're talking about major auction value. So what's the current market value of the 1996 penny? Circulated, typically still worth face value, 1 cent. Uncirculated, between 25 cents to $15. High grade, between $30 to $250. MS67 and error coins, upwards of $998.071 or more at auctions and collector markets. Recent sales include a 1996 MS67 RD graded penny sold $4.680. A rare double die 1996 penny in MS66 condition fetched $1,200. An center error 1996 penny brought in $300. Prices can change quickly depending on collector demand, metal prices, and grading availability. That's why here at RF Coins, we always bring you up-to-date market trends and auction results. Now here's what you need to do: grab a magnifying glass and check your 1996 pennies, look clear, strike no scratches, any possible errors, and then protect your coin. Place it in a coin flip or hard case, avoid touching the surface, keep it away from moisture and heat. Once you've done that, consider sending it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade increases the value and trust of your coin exponentially. Voiceover with uplifting music. So next time you're digging through your change jar, flipping through coin rolls, or organizing your penny collection, don't skip past that 1996 Lincoln penny. You could be holding on to something far more valuable than its face value, and remember, it's not just a penny, it's a piece of American history, and possibly, your next treasure. Loudspeaker. This is RF Coins, bringing you the most fascinating, valuable, and rare coin finds in the US market. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a coin that could change your fortune. Speech balloon. Drop a comment below if you found a rare 1996 D penny or want us to cover a specific year or mint. Mark. Who knows? Your request might be our next viral video. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy collecting. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating, often overlooked, yet shockingly valuable coins you might just have sitting inside your change jar right now, the 2005 D Lincoln penny. Yes, you heard that right. A coin that was minted in the millions, and one that most people ignore or spend without a second thought, could be worth far more than just a single cent. Some of these 2005 D Lincoln cents are selling for up to $998.071 in today's coin market, so buckle up and get ready, because in this video, we're about to explore everything, from the rich backstory of the Lincoln penny, to the fascinating errors and varieties found in the 2005 D Denver Mint version, to real auction sales and how you can tell if you're holding a small fortune right in your hands. Let's start with a bit of background. Part the history of the Lincoln PNN. Why the Lincoln penny is one of the most iconic coins in American history. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical person. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the coin quickly became a symbol of American pride, democracy, and resilience. Through the decades, the Lincoln cent has seen many design changes, from the wheat ears reverse to the memorial design introduced in 1959, and then later to the Union Shield in 2010. But in 2005, we were still using the classic Lincoln memorial reverse, which had been in circulation since the mid-20th century. The 2005 D penny, minted in Denver, Colorado, might look ordinary to the naked eye. But once you look closer, you'll see why collectors are chasing down this year's issue with passion, especially specific varieties with rare errors. Part what makes the 2005 D penny special. In 2005, the U.S. Mint struck billions of pennies, over 4.4 billion from the Denver Mint alone. But here's where it gets interesting. While most of those coins are still only worth face value, some were struck with errors, and others exist in exceptional condition, making them stand out from the crowd. One of the biggest reasons for their growing market value is the high demand for mint error coins. These could include die cracks and cut center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets struck through grease or debris. These errors can turn a basic penny into a rare collectible. Depending on the error type and grade, even a single 2005 D penny can fetch hundreds, even thousands, of dollars at auction. Part market value and real sales. Let's get to the numbers. According to recent data and auction sales, the top condition 2005 D Lincoln cents have been certified by grading companies like PCGS and NGC with grades as high as MS68 or MS69. Coins in this condition are extremely rare due to bag marks, wear, and minor flaws that happen during transportation, but when a coin survives in that perfect mint state, the value skyrockets. In one recent auction, a 2005 D Lincoln cent graded MS69 red sold for nearly $1,000, clocking in at $998.071. That's nearly 1,000 times its face value, just for one single penny, and these aren't isolated incidents. More and more collectors are turning their eyes to modern pennies, especially those with unusual features. That means your pocket change is no longer just change. It could be a hidden treasure chest. Part how to find a valuable 2005 D Lincoln PNNY. So now you're probably wondering, how do I know if my 2005 D penny is worth anything? Great question. Here's a step-by-step guide you can follow. Start with a magnifying glass or loupe. Check for any doubling on the letters of Liberty, In God We Trust, or the date. If you spot any doubling, it could be a double die variety. Check the coin's condition. If the penny still has its full red luster and no visible scratches or wear, it may be in mint state. The redder and shinier the coin, the better. Look for center strikes or cuts. These are obvious mint errors where part of the design is missing or misaligned. They're highly collectible. Weigh the coin. The standard weight for a 2005 D penny is 2.5 grams. If it weighs significantly more or less, it could have been struck on the wrong planchet, and that's a jackpot. Consider getting it graded. If you believe you have a high-quality specimen or an error coin, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. A certified grade can multiply the coin's value drastically. Part final thoughts. Hunt for hidden treasure. The 2005 D Lincoln penny is more than just a 1-cent piece, it's a potential goldmine for collectors who know what to look for. In a world where millions of people walk past pennies on the ground every day, you could be the one who picks up something worth nearly $1,000. So next time you get change back from the store, check your pennies carefully. Go through your coin jars, your drawers, your piggy banks. Who knows? The next great treasure in the coin world could already be sitting right in your home. And remember, it's not always about old coins. Even modern cents like the 2005 D can hold incredible value when combined with rarity, condition, and collector demand. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to RF Coins for more deep dives into the world of valuable coins, numismatic news, and epic coin discoveries. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny, or if you want help identifying your coin's potential value. And as always, keep hunting, keep dreaming, and keep flipping those coins. Until next time, this is RF Coins, signing out. Happy collecting! Today's video, we're diving deep into the incredible world of the 2012 Lincoln penny, one of the most surprising modern cents ever minted. From its hidden history, valuable varieties, mint errors, and current market value reaching as high as $998.071, this isn't just pocket change, this could be life-changing, so make sure you watch till the end, because we're revealing the exact details of what makes these pennies valuable, how to spot the ultra-rare ones, and how you could turn a single coin into hundreds or even thousands of dollars, right now. The history of the 2012 Lincoln penny. Let's start with the basics. The 2012 Lincoln penny is part of the modern Shield Reverse Lincoln Cent series, a continuation of the classic Lincoln penny, but with a bold new design introduced in 2010. On the obverse, we see the ever-familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, first used in 1909. On the reverse, the Union Shield represents unity, a powerful symbol in American history. Over 5 billion 2012 pennies were minted across Philadelphia and Denver. But don't let that number fool you. Hidden among the billions are a select few that are turning heads in the numismatic world, because of their rarity, condition, and errors that make them worth far more than face value. Section Rare Varieties and Mint Error Shares, where things get exciting. If you're a collector or even just curious about coins, you know that what turns an ordinary penny into a treasure is minting mistakes and rare features. Some of the most valuable 2012 Lincoln cents include. This is where part of the design appears doubled, especially visible in the date, Liberty, or In God We Trust. These coins are extremely sought after. Some have sold for over $150 to $500 depending on the doubling strength and coin condition. Enter strikes. If your penny is missing part of the design or looks like it's shifted to one side, hold on to it. Off-center errors can be worth anywhere from $50 to over $300, especially if the date is still fully visible. Die cracks and cuds. These are visible breaks or blobs of extra metal on the coin, unique and always in demand by error collectors. Even minor cracks can bring in $10 to $30, but the bigger the cud, the higher the value. High-grade business strikes. If your 2012 penny is in perfect condition, no scratches, no wear, full luster, and graded by a service like PCGS or NGC, you could be looking at $100 to $998 or more depending on the grade and demand. Satin finish or proof-like coins from special mint sets. Though rare for 2012, some coins may appear with a proof-like shine. These anomalies are worth examining closely and submitting for grading. Section What makes a 2012 penny worth $998.071 or more? Let's break it down. To command values approaching $1,000, your 2012 Lincoln cent needs to have at least two of the following traits. Recently, a 2012 Lincoln cent graded MS67 RD sold for an incredible $998.071 at a major auction, shocking collectors across the country. This coin had a blazing red finish, flawless surfaces, and was one of only a few in existence at that grade. That's right, something you might find in your pocket, in a jar, or lying around the house, could be worth nearly $1,000 if you know what to look for. Section How to Find and Sell Valuable PNES. Now that you know the value, let's talk about the hunt. Search your change, go through your loose coins, check coin jars, ask family members to let you go through their change. You'd be amazed what people overlook. Use a loupe or magnifying glass, look closely at the date, lettering, and edges. You're hunting for doubling, die cracks, off-center strikes, and anything unusual. Preserve the coin. If you find something interesting, don't clean it. Use cotton gloves or place it directly into a coin flip or 2x2 holder to prevent damage. Get it graded. If your coin appears mint state or shows signs of an error, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. A graded coin will always fetch more money. Sell on eBay or coin auctions. List your graded coin on popular auction sites, or work with coin dealers and collectors who specialize in Lincoln cents. Section Current Market Value and Future Potential. As of now, the market value of rare 2012 Lincoln pennies ranges from a few dollars for minor errors, all the way up to $998.071 and beyond for the top condition coins with rare features. And here's the kicker, the value is rising. As more collectors hunt modern varieties and fewer pristine coins remain in circulation, prices continue to climb. What's a $100 coin today could easily be worth double or triple in the next few years. So, do you have one of these 2012 treasures in your collection? Let us know in the comments below if you found a 2012 penny with doubling, center strikes, or brilliant luster. And remember, the next time you get change back, don't ignore those pennies. You might be holding a jackpot, and if you learned something new today or love hunting for valuable coins, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to RF Coins, your #1 destination for rare coin news, tips, and deep dives into the money that hides in plain sight. Hit the bell icon so you never miss a video, because the next coin we talk about could be the one sitting right in your pocket. Thanks for watching, coin lovers. This is RF Coins, signing off. Until next time, keep collecting, keep searching, and stay curious. Today, we dive into a coin that might be hiding in your change jar, your pocket, or your old collection box. Yes, we're talking about the 2013 Lincoln penny. A coin that seems ordinary but has a fascinating story, a unique background, and in some cases, is worth far more than just 1 cent. So sit back, relax, and make sure to watch till the end, because you'll be amazed at the current market value, the secret errors, and the rare versions of the 2013 Lincoln penny that are selling for up to $998.071. Let's start with the origin of this penny. In 2013, the United States Mint released millions of pennies as usual. But that year marked the 5th official year of the Lincoln Shield cent design, which began in 2010. The shield on the back represents the preservation of the Union, strong, united, and protected under Lincoln's vision. The obverse, as always, features the famous profile of President Abraham Lincoln, who first appeared on the cent in 1909, to celebrate his 100th birthday. It was the first time a U.S. president appeared on a circulating coin, but the 2013 penny? That's something else. Struck at the Denver Mint, marked by the small d under the date, it might look like just another copper-plated zinc cent, but appearances can be deceiving. Now let's go deeper. In 2013, the Denver Mint struck approximately 3.3 billion Lincoln cents. That's a huge number, yes. But among those billions, there are errors, die varieties, and minting anomalies that have skyrocketed in value over the past decade. Some examples: double die obverse. Look closely under a microscope, and you might find doubling in Lincoln's eye, nose, or date. These rare finds can sell for $25, $100, even up to $500, depending on condition. Center strikes. If the coin was misaligned when struck, parts of the design may be missing. A 2013 penny that's 50% off-center could fetch up to $300 or more. Clipped planchets. These pennies have an actual piece missing from the edge. A collector's dream mistake that could be worth $50 to $200. Struck through errors. Ever seen a coin with mysterious lines or missing parts caused by debris during minting? Those errors on a 2013 D penny are rare and highly collectible. If you're wondering why one penny might be worth 1 cent and another might go for nearly $1,000, the answer is simple: condition and certification. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70 by official companies like PCGA. Circulated 2013 D penny with scratches and wear? That's just pocket change, but an MS67 or MS68 graded coin with a high gloss and no visible flaws? That's where the money is. Recently, some MS68 red 2013 D Lincoln cents have sold at auctions for $250, $500, and yes, even $998.071, depending on demand and auction rarity. So, always check your coins carefully, and consider getting them graded if they look flawless. Now to the most exciting part. What is the current market value of the 2013 D Lincoln penny in 2025? Let's break it down. Common circulated 1 cent to 5 cent, uncirculated 10 cents to $2, certified MS66 $10 to $25, certified MS67 $75 to $150, certified MS68 red $500 to $998.071, error coins $25 to over $500. Remember, coin values fluctuate with collector demand, metal prices, and auction trends. But one thing is clear: this coin is gaining attention. The Lincoln penny isn't just a coin, it's part of American legacy. And 2013 was a year of transitional significance. We saw new collectors enter the market, old collections come to light, and an explosion in demand for high-grade modern cents. The shield reverse is bold, symbolic, and has created a renewed wave of interest in Lincoln cents, especially those from Denver Mint, known for striking cleaner, higher-grade coins. Collectors today are actively searching for mint state coins, rare errors, and registry-quality specimens to add to their Lincoln sets. So now you might be asking, how do I find one? Or maybe, how do I sell one? Check your change. Visit coin shops or shows. Search rolls of pennies from the bank. Buy uncirculated rolls from online platforms. If you already have a shiny 2013 D, look for errors using a magnifier, and when you find a gem, make sure to join coin forums and communities to stay in the loop. Overs. The 2013 D Lincoln penny, a coin that might look small, but has a big story, deep historical roots, and rising value in today's market. You never know, that one shiny penny in your drawer could be worth hundreds, maybe even $998.071. If you found this video helpful or fascinating, don't forget to and turn on notifications, so you never miss our next rare coin spotlight. Until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and remember, every coin has a story. Here on RF Coins, we help you uncover it.